What's up, everybody? Today we're getting back on the Gambler Civic. We got a Tennessee Gambler coming up in a couple weeks, September 13, 14, 15. So we're gonna throw these shocks on it because this one back here is bent and blown out. So we're gonna go ahead and replace both those rears. And the last event also noticed that we are missing a bolt back there. So we'll get that fixed. And then we're gonna try and see if we can't get this front bumper mounted back up. We ripped this thing off at Beasley's knob. Got it sitting up there. See if we can't get that thing back on here, and we'll pretty much be ready for the next Gambler. Got this on jack stands. Got the wheels, tires off. But right here is a good reason why you generally don't want to do a 3-inch strut spacer without any kind of like a subframe drop or trailing arm drop. Like, you can add spacers in right here to bring this down and stuff like that, but you can see the spring is like under weird pressure, so it's kind of got a little bit of a bend in it. And then the actual trailing arm right here is in the strut right there. Whenever you put the wheels on it and the way the car's on it, this moves up a little bit. It doesn't hit whenever you're driving. But to get these off, it's just your bottom bolt down here, and I might go ahead and pop this off right here just so this will come out, give me a little bit more room. And then 2 bolts up in the car, but you can see I actually put a little bit of welds right there just for a little extra. And then on this side, same thing. You can see I just a couple little tacks right there, so I will have to grind that so this will come out of here. All right, got these bolts undone here off the top. So now just your bottom strut bolt, upper control arm bolt, and I don't think these tacks are really that good. They'll probably just come right off. You can see it just kind of like bent this way. This side over here is all undone also. I just got to grab the grinder and grind those tacks out because these ones are a little bit better than the other side. It's not breaking out of there, so go get the grinder and chop that out of here, and then we can throw these ones in. There's number 2. You can see that driver's side one was bent a lot more than the passenger side. Got this put in the vise. Gonna pull this 2-inch spacer off of it. There's the 2-inch spacer that my buddy with the truck EK, he made those ones. Just 2 flat pieces of steel and like some tubing in the center. Pretty much all it is. If you don't have any way to make these though, hrgengineering.com, he's got everything you need. So, and while I've got it in the vise here, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this. You turn it about 90 degrees. There it goes. So now that these are ready to go, we'll just put our spacers back on and then reassemble. If you haven't seen any of the other videos, really the only thing you need to know is you have to put a floor jack underneath your hub right here to get this to go back together. Other than that, figure I'll go ahead and show you this part real quick. So you got the hub and the trailing arm lifted up with the floor jack, and then that'll let you line that up right there to get that bolt in. And you see you're not lined up here, so you just take your pry bar or whatever, and you can kind of use this to wiggle that around and get that lined up right there. Then just tighten the bolt down and you're done. Take away your floor jack, put your wheels, tires back on, good to go. Alright, got everything back together. Got this last jack stand pulled out. Drop it down, and so there we go. Got all these bolts in the factory locations. No more janky homemade shock tower bolt holes. So maybe it'll even ride a little bit better. But I guess we'll see if we can't get this front bumper put back on now. So I'll climb up there and drag it out and see what we can do. Jerk this bumper down, and you can see right here where it ripped out. The bolts are actually still in it. Piece of the car on the back side. Same on both sides. So I think what I'm going to do is just where this was mounted, I'm going to take these out and then just use like a bolt and a nut and a couple washers, put it back how it was, and got this hung on here. Just use a bolt and a nut and a couple washers, tighten it down. So I was going to build some tabs right here, but I want to build a new bumper sometime soon anyways. And it lasted, 3.5 gamblers. The only reason why it even came off is because I ran into the side of that hill there. So I mean, as long as I don't make another mistake, it should be fine. So we'll just leave it like that, might as well. And then the next bumper we can make it a lot better, a lot stronger. Probably put like a winch or something in the middle. Completely different design. So yeah, not too much to do to get it ready for the next Gambler. I didn't really drive it that hard at the Georgia Gambler, so didn't break too much stuff. So I guess we'll go ahead and close the hood and get the trunk ratchet strap back down and all that stuff, and we'll take it out and drive it down the road, see how it feels, see if those rear shocks helped it any, which I'm pretty sure they did, but we'll see. Out the shop. Y'all hear this intake? It's crazy. Got it pulled back in the shop. Successful test ride. Feels a lot better with that new strut. So that's gonna be all for this one. Not really too much going on today, just new rear struts, get that bumper mounted back up, no big deal. Not sure what we're gonna be doing next week. I might try and do something on a roof rack, I don't know. But then the week after that, it's the Tennessee Gambler. So we'll be out in the woods with this thing again. See how long it'll last. We're gonna do the completely off-road route. See how that goes. If you need any Honda lift parts or soon-to-be Subaru lift parts, be sure to check out HRG Engineering. He has pretty much everything you need. If you do decide that you want to do a 3-inch lift like this car, it's on 235/75/15s, which come out to about a 29. I definitely recommend the trailing arm drop and subframe drop. It makes everything ride a lot better. 2-inch spacers and 28s is a pretty good combo. Works pretty good. That's how EF for Life has his EK truck set up, and it still feels like a completely stock Civic. You can't even tell that it's lifted, honestly. It rides real good. But thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next week for another one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.